Hey everybody! So we're going to take a quick tour through our fence row, which we call the woodland trail, because most of this land, as you know, was grass. And there was this fence row that we've been working on enhancing. So you can see the farm field behind us that is not ours. And we are facing west. So we get some pretty crazy winds from the west, as everyone mostly does. And so I wanted to just take you through here because when we got here, this fence row was very low on leaf litter, if there was any. It was mostly bare soil. And as you all know, bare soil is not good. That's how water washes away all the soil, all the nutrients, compacts the soil, you lose your structure. It's not a good thing. And I know a lot of different sources say that that's what you want to do, but dig into it a bit. You're going to find out real quick. Just look up the Dust Bowl and what happens with bare soil, even in wet areas. And I'll tell you this, you can see we have water here. Even in an area like us who gets pretty stinking wet, when we remove vegetation from some of our lawn and put down straw and cardboard so we didn't have to manage it in the garden as our paths, oh my, there's no water holding capacity anymore. It got super compacted. So we've learned a lot. And so what I just wanted to show you, this extremely exciting thing that is happening here, is the retention of leaves. So look again over here. There's the farm field. Imagine just a few years ago, this, by this time of year, would be almost completely bare, other than the big dead limbs and of course the shrubs, but there'd be nothing on the earth because the winds would have taken it away. So as things come down, there's definitely a lot of dead ash and elm in here. We haul them off the trail and look at them as one of the best gifts of nature, because that's really how forests replenish themselves, is with decomposition. And so when even we have old wood, we'll just make piles out of it. I know it looks kind of janky, but that goes away pretty quickly, and it offers homes for all kinds of small mammals, and it's really fun to watch them. So we're going to keep walking. I'm going to show you something else we've done. So besides making sure we leave all of the dead limbs and the plants growing and the stalks, we did something else up here. Look at this. It's starting to look like a forest. It's incredible. Even a narrow forest. Okay, so we have Amish wood mills around here. And they make all kinds of crazy things, like pallets from oaks and just kind of crazy stuff. And they do these cutoffs, and I think I've showed you some of these before. So that's what this is here, these big long pieces of slab wood, but they have a different name, and we got 2 bundles of them a few years ago for something so insanely cheap. I don't know, $10. So the effort was obviously in us doing the work, because the money, that was not that big of a deal for us, gratefully. So I want you to notice here we're seeing mushrooms. Yes, all right. They're also doing something else here. So besides starting to decompose, these logs have helped us retain leaf litter. Look at this. So it created this wall that organic materials could build up against all these leaves. And as we get up here, I'm going to show you something. So look at this. Decomposition. Incredible. So we're adding nutrients back to this soil that's been pretty depleted because of the leaves blowing away for so long. So right here, look at this. This is the end of one of those logs, and it's already turning back into soil. Look at this. Incredible. This one was here. So spongy. Look at, you can see the water squeezing out of here. So these decaying pieces of wood hold the moisture in, so that when we go into these periods of drought, which we definitely have done the past few summers here in our part of Ohio, there's still moisture in this fence row. So as we're working to reunite some of these spring ephemerals in here, we're having more success now. When we first planted bloodroot, mayapple, some easier ones, we did not have luck because the leaves blew away, their relationships with the fungus wasn't here. So now that we're planting some back in here, even black cohosh, they're holding on. So I think as the fungal mycelia keeps working, breaking down all these leaves, we start getting soil back in, we are getting somewhere with this fence row. So this might not be obviously what everyone wants to do. These bundles of this wood just happen to be something that we got a hold of. But you can see right here where we're so close to the field. Look at, the leaves are gone, they're all blown away. The soil's exposed. You can see the roots of the plants because the soil is eroding with each of the rains. So we got work to do, but we are making huge progress. And it is so exciting. Look at all these leaves. So leaves are seriously our best friend here because there is no way in Steve and my lifetime that we could replenish the soil in the way that the trees are doing themselves, Mother Nature's doing, with just decomposing organic matter. It's really such a beautiful process. And all we have to do is sit back and let these natural cycles do their thing. Incredible. We don't have to be so in control. We just need to help a little bit at the beginning and maybe a little bit throughout to help with some of the damage that happened. Give these forests or these fence rows a little leg up on being able to retain organic matter. Get rid of some of these mother invasive plants like honeysuckle, and then let the rest just happen. We have trees regenerating everywhere in here. I already showed you all a video on all of these native viburnums Steve found when he was clearing out the honeysuckle. So it's a pretty brilliant process, and I'm just grateful to get to see it. I hope you all do too, and I hope that you get to take the joy like I take in it, because there's really nothing like it. All right, there we go. A trash truck to serenade us. All right, one last view. Look at this moss colonizing this log right here. Okay, I know I get a little bit excited about decomposition, but really, I hope we all do. As I said to Steve one day, give me decay, because I can't do all the work, and Mother Nature can do it so easy.